The rest of the world in marking the Day of the African Child today, it's clear that children are among the most affected group in the COVID-19 pandemic. The closure of schools, the threat of coronavirus infection, and early pregnancies are just but a few of the challenges parents are dealing with in these hard times. And as Zainab Mohammed now explains, lack of proper measures by the government on children's safety might just result in a lasting effect to children even after the pandemic.
It's midday. We arrive at Miriam's house in Kasarani. Miriam, not her real name, receives us with a smile on her face. But this smile does not last for long, as Miriam is full of sorrow. Just 3 months since the closure of schools, Miriam's daughter is pregnant. It is a situation that truly saddens the mother of 5, as she says this would not have happened if her daughter was still in school.
Ile ya kuambiwa tu abruptly, no more school. Sasa hiyo ndio ilichangia watoto wengi, sio wangu peke yake. Hata nikitembea huku nje, huwa naangalia watoto nasema kia Mungu si aturehemu.
As we speak to Miriam, her 18-year-old daughter walks in. Mary, not her real name, explains to us how the fear of early pregnancy had her opting for suicide.
Nilikuwa naona tu ni kama mimi nilana tu kwa familia yangu. Juu sister yangu hajasoma, mimi pia ndo namaliza na mimba. Nikitembea tu watu wananipoint. Nikona ngatu mimi nilana kwa familia yetu. Sengine nakanga tu chini nasema hadi singezaliwa.
Mary and her siblings lack access to online learning despite 2 of the 5 children being candidates for the national examinations.
Siku nilionanga tu kwa news baboyina anafundishanga. Sasa nilikuwa natamani kitu hadi ningekuwa na simu ya internet. Nione hadi venye anafundisha. Kwa sababu sisi hadi hakuna hadi pesa, hakuna pale mtu hata simu hadi mtu hawezi nunua. Simu mamangu tu ndo anakuanga nayo. Na yake pia ingiangi internet.
Miriam also tells us the danger her children have been facing due to her inability to afford masks.
Siwezi taka kupoteza mtoto wangu ambaye nimetunza hizi miaka zenye ameishi duniani kwa kitu kidogo tu chenye ningemwambia nawa mkono hapo. Cheza hapa ama usicheze pale.
Veronica Mwangi, the Deputy Director at Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, says lack of proper guidelines in children protection during this COVID-19 pandemic puts them at a higher risk.
Despite we as a country facing this COVID-19 pandemic 3 to 4 months down the road now, we have not had a specific child protection guideline or different measures which have been put in place to safeguard children from the impact of COVID-19, but also to safeguard them with the understanding that children are vulnerable.
According to Veronica, police stations are recording a high number of sexual violence cases prior to the pandemic, with many lacking the right access to justice.
The National Council of Administration of Justice, in their directives given on matters access to justice, there was little or no mention on access to justice for children in Kenya. So again, something that then also comes in to bring the challenge of really also denying the children the opportunity to follow up on access to justice despite COVID-19. And again, lack of that particular coordination at the council, which has really brought about a broken chain on access to justice for children, it has also affected the referral pathways. That is, if a case is reported at the community level, there is no clarity as to how this case is going to be taken up. And noting also the fact that the cases which were given prioritization, including children, most of them also, there has been use of virtual processes which children have not been supported formally to engage in, because children really can be scared about technology. When you appear before a computer and you are told this is how you are going to speak to the judge or speak to the magistrate or speak to someone else, it then again, it can easily impact on the access to justice for that particular child.
This is one among many sad stories of the challenges faced by an African child during this COVID-19 period. And now it is up to the government to come to their rescue before it's too late. For TV47, I'm Zainab Mohammed.
Thank you, Zainab Mohammed.